Okay, hopefully I'm live. What up? Shout out to everybody supporting the movement. You already know what it's hitting for. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to the people. You already know, man. Let me do a little bit of invites. Wherever your ass is at. What's up, my son? See ya. I see you in the building, Messiah Code All-Star. Look at this. Wherever you at, I don't care where you at right now. I want you to put up the black hand Me.We. He said, man, I got white skin, man. How can I throw up a black hand Me.We? Boom. 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 Yeah, that's how you throw it up. So shout out to everybody. Let me do these invites. If you in here, state your name, put it in the comment section. I took your ass to the kitchen. I really brought y'all asses to the kitchen. Yeah, we gotta get jiggy with it. So just bear with my ass for a minute, for about 1 minute of invites. Let me see if I can get some people in here. Shout out to 830 Neutral Prime Supreme. Cool. Cool. That's what I want you to do. Wherever you at, I want you to make that thunder hit. Because you already know the lightning striking your mind right now. God's light is striking your mind so you become the thunder. So wherever you at, I want you to be like this. Boom. How do you spell that word, Lamel? I'm going to spell it for you real simple. KHM. I said we going back to the dot. Y'all wonder what the dot sound like. Here it is. Boom. 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 You got to literally stomp your feet before you do something. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, real talk. So, what's up, Miss Codnafear, Messiah Cole, All-Star? Boom. 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 Yeah. What's up? Got Brother Charles, 913 in the building. Peace, my king. Yeah. You gonna have fun. Let me do these invites, man. Yo, I got something in the description column that's fire. Look in the description column. That's the energy for today. Yo, you gotta stomp your feet. Yo, Brother 830, Neutral Prime Supreme. You gotta stomp your feet when you do it so it sound like thunder. So you just start shaking the whole shit. You gotta be like that. Y'all wonder what the black hand Me.We is about. Cool. 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 I love it, man. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. So y'all in the kitchen with me right now. Pardon me if my kitchen looks kind of dirty. I don't want y'all to be talking whatever about me, like, oh, Lamel, he got his. Nah, it's all right. Hey, yo, y'all didn't even finish washing these dishes, so y'all can figure that out. Yo, Domingo, see ya. Get off the game. Get off the game and finish these damn dishes. So, shout out to all the parents. What's up? What's up? So, I got some. I got something beautiful for y'all in the description column, which deals with the energy for today, which is actually it's Faruh, Matur, and it's the necklace. It's Faruh, Matur, and the necklace. So y'all say, well, Lamel, you kind of late today. You kind of real late. Usually you come early on the weekdays. I don't really see you late like that on the weekdays like that. You go late on the weekends. All right, that's true. That is really true. But today is actually 9/8/15 in the Messiah Codex. All right. Shout out to everybody that's coming in the building. I love y'all, man. Real talk. I love y'all, man. For what it's worth, I love y'all. All right. So we just came out of the 8th month. When we came into this year, we actually came into 8/22/1, which was Matur, the praying mantis, and Harukment. Okay, that's what we came into as the year. And then as you know, the days proceeded, we went into the 9th month, which we in right now. All right, we're actually the 9th month, the 8th triangle, and the 15th circle. Okay, sacred geometry. So hopefully y'all can look in the description column and I give y'all something good. Now I took out the number 9, which is Faruh. If y'all have been watching the videos for the last couple of days, y'all actually know what Faruh is about. Okay, y'all should know by now what is Faruh about. Hey yo, question. I just told y'all to come in here and finish these dishes. Why ain't nobody moving? Why ain't nobody moving? Nah, it is something there. Yo, Sia, go get your brother. No, I don't want nothing on my counter, period. Zero, zilch, nothing on this counter. No. Figure it out. Go get your brother first. He's your partner in crime. Go get your brother. Go get your brother. Go get your brother. Thank you. What's up, ho? Hey, what's up? Tell him I said get his ass down here. All right. So in Matur, you just got to know how to juggle. This is kind of something that I'm gonna share with y'all today in reference to Matur. All right. Yo, my man, question. You already know I do not want nothing on my counter. And not only that, I told you to make some tea and you took your ass upstairs. So figure it out. I don't want nothing on this counter at all, period. And it should be wiped down. All right. And the dinner is done. It's about done. All right. So you just literally got to whistle while you work. You got to juggle however you got to do it. You just make it happen. All right. And that's how life is, man. You got to be able to, it's a polarity. It's a doctrine called the doctrine of rhythm, and rhythm compensates itself. All right. So that's one thing I wanted to build on. And I took y'all up in the kitchen with me because I'm a whistle while I work. And have this nice discussion with y'all in reference to the Messiah Codex. It is not one day, if I'm blessed by the Most High God, that I will not go live on YouTube. So do not think Lamel will not check in before 12 o'clock. I will do a YouTube check-in before 12 o'clock. All right. That's one thing I want y'all to know. So if y'all ever wonder, yo, man, is this dude going to go live, man? Trust me, I'm going to go live and I'm going to give you something very informative for your destination in life itself. So hopefully y'all can get that. All right. So what I got in the description column, I'm going to build on. Okay. I'm going to build on it because everybody been wondering about the black hand Me.We. Everybody wonders about the black hand Me.We. All right. The black hand Me.We doesn't stand for melanated people. All right. It doesn't represent melanated people. If you wonder. Okay. And then the white hand Me.We doesn't represent it, Caucasian people. It doesn't. So if y'all ever see me putting up the black hand and the white hand Me.We in a thumbnail or like just a design, it doesn't stand for white people and black people. It stands for humanity and robotics. That's what it stands for. All right. The black hand Me.We was also known as the necklace. The necklace. All right. So you can go into any culture, any religious culture, any spiritual precept, and you will thus find a necklace. All right. And a necklace has a spiritual application. All right. It is literally, it's called the black hand Me.We. All right. Now, if you study the Messiah Codex, you'll know that the circle with the dot in the middle represents number 15, which comes after the two dots, which is Dafu, or also the Me.We. All right. So you already know Dafu is defensive powers. That's what it dealt with. All right. If y'all was here yesterday, we dealt with the science of Dafu and what was the power of Dafu. All right. So now I'm taking you, because that Dafu was considered to be the human Me.We. All right. But the necklace is the robotic Me.We, or the black hand Me.We. All right. So let me do this. Let me do a couple more shares. That's what I need y'all to understand, or understand, or overstand, whatever you want to stand at with it. Okay. Yeah. So we used to do this in Alice Lamb. For anybody that's familiar with Dicker beads, for anybody that's familiar with the Dicker beads, and Alice Lamb, we used to do this as a way or a means to invoke God to move in our life. All right. I told y'all God is a verb before. I always say that God is an action, God is a verb, and God has to move in your life in a sense. You know what I mean? For you to just really know what it's hitting for. Okay. So, but what happens is when you did a Dicker circle, this was a way to tap in. Peace to the primes. What's up, 311? So the black-handed Me.We, or the Dicker beads, was a way to tap into those actions of God, the way to tap into the 99 names of God. All right, the 99 actions of God. All right, plus one. All right, which is the 919. All right, or the 911. You already know the phone call to ascension, the 911. All right. So, yeah. Anyhow, that's why you see after the two dots in the Messiah Codex, you get one dot. And if you look at them together, they look like three dots lined up. They literally look like three dots lined up. But only thing is, what you need to know, and you can also look at the description column while you sit here and listen to what I'm saying, if you don't put nothing in the live chat. All right. See, what's so different about that number? See, that the 15th designation, it adds to 6, but it's 361 degrees, meaning that it became literally another network, which was the necklace. I'm on live. Please say what y'all talking about. All right. So it literally became another network. But like I told you, everything came from the dot, no matter what. Everything comes from the dot or the network. All right. So, yeah, it's done, son. You can get a plate. Go ahead and get a plate, and I'll fix you some. Give me those baked beans out there, too, so I can heat up them baked beans. Please. Well, if you don't want baked beans, I want baked beans.
Me too.
All right. For real. So get them out of the refrigerator so I can heat them up, please. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, see, after the Me.We, after the number 14, y'all got to know this with the Messiah code. All right. This is different than the prime numbers. So when I talk about, go ahead, fix your plate, son. You good. Here, fix your plate. All right. So anyhow, like I was saying, it became another network. All right. What's up, Queen Lisa? Peace to you and Brother D. So it became another network. What you got to know, every number between 1 and 14, all right, is positive, negative, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. All right, meaning that the number 1 is a negative number. All right, the number 2 is a positive number. Number 3 is a negative number on until you get to 14, which is actually a double positive, double negative number. All right, this has nothing to do with the prime situation. And I'll bust that down. When I talk about the primes, I'm talking about really a rank in the universe and what is the job of a prime in reference to your duty of the cosmos and what you need to do. Son, you can get a bigger piece of fish than that. You good? All right. So that's what I'm talking about. But every number between 1 and 14, the odd numbers are negative and the positive and the even numbers are positive until you get to 14, which is a double positive and a double negative. All right. Why do you say that 14 is a double positive and a double negative number, Lamel? Because 14 times 14 equals 196. 13, which is a double positive, double negative number, equals 169. And 31 equals 961. So all 3 and 1, 13, 14, and 31. They're all connected in the square. Those numbers are connected within the square. All right. So that's one thing I need y'all to know too, in reference to that. Okay. So 15 in the Messiah code, 15 in the Messiah code in the codex is the only neutral number. That is a neutral number. It has no charge. It has no charge. Okay? It is what it is. Thank you, Charles. I just hit you up. My fault. You know, I see you on here. Yeah, people, my fault. I'm still sharing and inboxing too. All right? So, yeah. So the number 15 has a neutral charge. It stands in the middle. It's not good, bad, ugly, whatever. But 15 adds the number 6. And you say, well, damn. Oh, man. All right. How does this all connect up? Because 15 is literally like it's like a number to connect all numbers. All right. It's just a number to connect all the numbers. Number 15. All right. Very easy number to add too if you really did the math on it. Very easy number to add. Okay, so like I said, that became the necklace or the number 6. It adds to be number 6. All right, but it was the gift and the curse, which is the necklace or the black hand Me.We. All right, this was a way to tap into human robotics. Okay, now I didn't really. What's up, Sister Carla? California in the building. Look at this. I didn't really get to break down human robotics. I will do a breakdown on that when I can get a slide together where I can do slides on here. Let me see. Good job, son. You put more tea bags in there. Nah, it's good. Why you take the tea bags in? Let the tea bags sit in there a little bit more.
I know, because
so it gets stronger. It's good. It's sweet enough though. You did a good job. All right. So look, now like I said, after 15, all the odd numbers become positive. Like 16, all the odd numbers become positive and all the even numbers become negative. For instance, 16, which is the scientist, all right? Well, actually, 16 is the surgeon, my fault. All right, 17 is the scientist. But as you go to those numbers, it switches off. All right, 15 just became the portal of it all, just to change the energy. Okay, so now you got 16, which is a negative number, 17 is a positive number, 18 a negative number, 19 a positive number, and so on until you get to basically 30 and 31. Okay, make sure y'all wipe that. Yo, my man, get his ass in here. Get your brother in here before I snap.
Man.
He really didn't get the memo. He didn't get the memo. He didn't get the memo. He just went right to the game.
I didn't go to the game.
I told you I don't want nothing on my counter. If I said I don't want nothing on my counter, why is there still something on my counter? Now, this boy is making tea right now. So obviously he's doing something. So you need to fulfill your situation. Other than no dad, nothing. What I say is what I said, period. All right. So look, that means nothing on my counter. Not even a speck of nothing. For real. All right. So that means wipe it down for the fullest. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Thank you for giving a shout out to the fam. Okay. So now I'm gonna bring y'all to this and the magic of a necklace, man. I know y'all saw La 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 Bamba. Some of y'all saw that movie before, and y'all get where I'm coming from when I'm talking about this. You know, if y'all ever watched the La Bamba story, right, which is actually a true story, you know, the necklaces had a power, man. Necklaces had a real true power in things. You know what I mean? Because what happened with a necklace is this, right? A necklace would basically, you know, everything, all your sweat, everything was connected with that necklace. You know what I'm saying? Like all these sweat glands, all that stuff, it seeped literally into the necklace, and it became a talisman in order for you to tap into the past and the future. That's what it was. It was a talisman in order to tap into the past and the future. It represented the circle of time itself. That's why they put it. That's why they put the yeah. I have read that spell of bondage. Revelation chapter 20, verse 1. That's in the description column. I'm going to talk about that kind of fear. All right, now you're doing a good job. Now, what you do is empty that out and you be cool. Empty that out and you be cool. Put that pot away, wash it out, and I love you long time. All right. So, yeah, it was always a power behind the necklace and the amulets of the necklace. It always, what's up, She-Lou? What's up? Throwing up the black hand, Me.We. All right. So that became known as the black hand Me.We. Now it was said to Moses, basically stick your hand in your bosom and bring it out, it becomes leprous. And people say, well, that proves that Moses was black. Because we know leprous means white, basically. No, that doesn't prove that Moses was black at all. That just proves the point that I'm talking about. Because when he brought out an infected hand, which was the black hand Me.We. It didn't come out white. All right. It didn't come out black. But what you can't see is the blackness. You can't see. It was literally called the leper's hand because the radiation that comes from the goddamn black hand Me.We. All right, which in turn it went from your necklace into this. It turned from your necklace into this. All right. So when they told Moses to put his hand in his bosom and bring it out and became leprous, it became leprous. It wasn't the fact that it was like, you know, like whatever. It just meant that it was corrupted in a certain type of way. It was radiation. Just like radiation coming from your phone. And that was the black hand Me.We. That was the black hand Me.We. So it was actually the assimilation of human robotics, of human spiritual robotics. That's what it was. Now you say, how is that? Because you can program a necklace. You can literally program a necklace just like you can program a crystal or anything else. All right. Now, hopefully y'all know what I'm talking about on here. All right. So when he actually told Moses to stick his hand in, he was actually peering into the future in representation of the black hand Me.We. All right. So the black hand Me.We represents essentially the dot. That's why I say Khum. When I say Khum on there, y'all wonder what the creation of the universe sound like. It sounds like KHM. Home, like Om. It sounds like Om, but with the vibration of creation with it. That's why it's hum, hum. And that's the dot. That's what it really truly sounds like. Now, they said this like whom or kalum. They said this many ways before. All right. In reference to what the black dot or the black hand Me.We sound like. All right. It was all in connection. All right. As a vibration or utterance or a tone of creation in connection to all things. All right. So I'm gonna bust that down. So anyhow, like I said, the necklace was the most important thing when it came to the world here and beyond. All right. And according to the world here and beyond. All right. Now we always, if you wonder what the necklace is symbolic of cosmic sex. It's literally symbolic of cosmic sex. Why do you say that, Lamel? Because when you put the circle, that represents the coochie or the womb, if you want me to say it like that. But it represents the womb. And this represents the penis. The neck and the head represents the penis. So you actually putting yourself inside the womb. You putting your head inside the cosmic womb. Really giving a good facial job. You know what I mean? This don't splash all over my face like that. It's like, nah, you can do it all however you want. I don't know how y'all get down. But in actuality, it was the cosmic womb and the penis. And when you speaking represented the utterance of creation between the womb and the penis, which is the neck and the head, which is the penis, the neck and the head, and the circle or the necklace representing the womb of the woman. All right. So in ancient times, we used to do things to represent this, far as we would have an obelisk or techen. In ancient Kemet, we called it a techen, which is something that we went around and we formed the necklace around it. Okay, as encircling the techen. All right. Yeah, we formed the necklace. Yes, mine is out of this world. Boom, 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 boom. So we formed a necklace, and you speaking with the necklace on represented a form of respect in reference to cosmic creation. All right. So we always wore a necklace in ancient times. So if anybody tell you it's wrong to wear a necklace, son, can you go get me? It's a box upstairs. It got some necklace in it. Can you go get me in my room? It's right on the dresser. I want to put on my necklace for this. I got to put on my necklace for this. All right. So we just utilize it as a means to tap into a superpower. Now you got niggas like 2 Chainz that came out. 2 Chainz and other people, we start wearing the chain and start wearing necklaces in order. They represented so many other things. And then a necklace became a way to have power over people, to be honest. It became a way to have a form of power over people. You know what I mean? Because niggas see that chain, they be like, God damn, it's chain bright. All right. So this is a nice necklace to wear. It's a nice necklace. All right. So yeah, the chain, the necklace is always a talisman in order to connect you to this world and beyond. All right. That's what it always was, no matter what type of necklace it was. Okay. So now I'm going to tell you something else, because the necklace is really the gift and the curse. Also, it became the gift and the curse, because what God blesses you with, God curses you with. And if you want to fight me on that, I'm gonna give you a simple analogy on why do I say what God blesses you with is the same thing God curses you with. Because God gives you the ability to respond or spawn, which means to plant a seed. Luke 8:11, the seed is the word of God. But God gives you a responsibility. All right. Church took my necklace away when I was a child. That's crazy. That's deep. All right. So yeah. So it was like it just was power. But in the supernatural realm, it's a gift and a curse. Now, the gift and the curse, when I say this, what God blesses you with, God curses you with. Because if God blesses you with beauty, he curses you with vanity. If he blesses you with strength, like you strong, you brute, you might become a bully. You know what I'm saying? If God blesses you with riches, Well, shit, you might misuse your riches for bad things instead of doing good stuff with the money that you have. If God blesses you with anything, he gives you or she gives you a choice on how to use it. So that's just how God works. God got a trick for that ass every time. Yeah. Omni trick. Yeah. So like that's just a trick. God got a trick for that ass. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people think they slicker than God. And you're not slicker than the creator of everything in existence. And if you want to apply that to a Godhead, you might have to figure out where that Godhead is. All right. And I told you it's harukment, which means movement or action within your life. All right. So, like I said, what God blesses you with, God curses you with. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just taking responsibility for your actions and knowing what to do and what not to do in all actuality, doing for all suiting for the purpose of God. All right. So in the spiritual realm, you're actually given, some people are given a necklace. All right. And if you don't have that necklace, you can't speak. All right. You can't speak. And some people in this realm, when they bring things from a higher realm, they never needed a necklace because they was literally born with a necklace. They was born with a necklace. They don't need a necklace to speak of things from the spiritual realm. Bringing it to the physical. Turn that down. So they don't need a necklace in order to speak from the spiritual realm or grab things from the spiritual realm because God has blessed them with a necklace. All right? God has blessed them with a necklace. It's certain people that have those type of birthmarks that are natural born speakers. And they can bring things from the dot or from this realm or from that realm into the next. All right. So that's a sacred birthmark for certain people or certain priests. It has always been a sacred birthmark, and it's called the necklace. And that's why the necklace is the dot. The necklace is the dot with the circle around it, meaning 361 degrees, because everything came in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. So God has placed literally a necklace on his priests. God has placed a chain on his priests. And I put that in the description column. If you look in Ezekiel chapter 16:11, all the male, that's a 616 again. Oh man, King James 16:11. He said, man, if you look in the description column, it says it. In Ezekiel 16:11, he says, God says, I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands, and I put a chain upon thy neck. All right. So God has clothed us in a way to deliver the message, and has clothed those that God has clothed those who are his and her messengers with the necklace. Now, it's been times you go into ancient cultures, like if you're a Buddhist, you got beads. If you Christianity, they got beads too. In the Roman Catholic Church, they got beads. In Islam, they got beads. Everybody got beads that they wear. All right. And also in the Zulu, for real, we got beads in the Zulu. And one of the major people, which is the major priest, is Credo Mutwa. And nobody really knows about Credo Mutwa like that, but he is like the ultimate priest that adorns the sacred necklace. All right. He adorns the sacred necklace. Now, it's been people that came all over the world to see this man and asked him to give an interpretation of what the sacred necklace of the Zulu was about. All right. But this had the same perspective in other cultures, as a way to tap into our ancestors. All right. And our descendants, the past, present, and future. Because just like how I say, we don't really know what year it is. We just know the cycles of times, and we know the cycles of things. So that's why we really don't count the year. When I ask y'all log date, I just say, man, well, what's your log date in reference to when you logged in time and space, not the year, because we don't know the year. We just measure time by the cycles of things. All right. But Credo Mutwa is one of the main people that actually brought revelations to what the necklace was truly all about. So if y'all take time, go study Credo Mutwa. All right, he's a Zulu priest. He's a high priest, a Zulu high priest, and he gave revelations and told people how the necklace had a sacred power. All right. So now, like I said, God or the shell has revealed this to has put a symbol to represent its messengers, okay, which is the necklace. That's why it says in Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 11, and also in Revelation chapter 20, how that God is going to put a chain upon your neck. All right. Now, that chain is literally of servitude in a certain type of way, but it represents something else too. Now, if you go into Christianity, the priest or the reverend, the one who revs you up because a reverend likes to, he be like, he goes up and down. He revs you up in a certain type of way. But a reverend wears a necklace. Now you say, a reverend doesn't wear a necklace, Lamel. Well, contrary to your opinion, a reverend does wear a necklace because a reverend has to wear the collar. And then in the middle of his collar, he has a white box. And nobody ever fucking sit back and said, well, why? Because I don't know. I don't know if you went through that school, but I was a pastor for a church. I was known as Pastor Lamar, if anybody knows that. All right. I was a pastor before. Say, oh, no wonder you always talking about the Bible, Lamel. Yeah, I was a pastor. For 2 years, I was a pastor. All right. So I learned this, just during my school of just learning that. What's up, Akshita Vita? Yeah. So y'all wonder why the reverend has a necklace on, because he's supposed to be a servant of God. And his necklace is supposed to represent he is a servant of God, which is in Ezekiel chapter 16:11, the King James Version. Yeah. So it was the white box. The white box was God's light. That was God's. They said the white box on his throat represent God's light because in the beginning was the word and the word was with God. So they say, well, damn, it's coming from the voice box. Damn, that's where God put his throne at, in a sense, so we can tap into it. I got 3 dots, left foot. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. That's real deep. So when we were reverends, like when I took the oath to be a reverend and a pastor of my church, which was the House of Lamel, all right, peep game on this. That's one oath that you take when you put on the necklace. You adorn the necklace and you carry the necklace around everywhere you go because you learn how to anchor the master. All right. So yeah, now God has placed a necklace on his servants that a lot of his servants, you don't got to put on a robe and a suit on. God already blessed you because this is the suit that you put on. Your spirit, this is like your spirit and your soul. This is the clothing of your spirit and your soul. So if God gonna place something on you, God is gonna place something on your clothing. All right. The same way you try to place things on your clothing to represent something, God placed something on you, which is your clothing, to represent something, which are your birthmarks and stuff like that, which are your breadcrumbs back to the Most High God. All right. So one birthmark that God puts on his speakers to represent his word is the necklace. It's the necklace. God adorns his and her speakers with a necklace. Now, if you don't got that birthmark, that doesn't mean that you can't speak the word of God. But this birthmark actually means you're able to transcend from the spiritual world onto this world and give revelations of the Most High God. So that was the dot right there at the throat box. Okay. And some of us are blessed with it so we can bring forth God's word. Some of us are blessed with it. And some of us have other duties to perform with God's word. Just like the 3 dots. You say you got 3 dots on your foot. Well, lead us the way. Lead us in the path. If I'm speaking a certain path for us to go, Queen Lisa said she got 3 dots on her left foot. You know what I'm saying? Right shoulder. Wow. Okay. Well, lead us the way. Lead us the way, because the dot on the shoulder represents the bird. For real, for real. The dot on the shoulder represents the bird. Miss Queen Lisa, if you got a dot on your shoulder, it literally represents the bird on your shoulder. The bird on your shoulder, the raven protecting you, or the Ra. They call it the Ra. All right. That's what it's really called. This is the Ra. All right. So that dot on your shoulder represents the bird on your shoulder to lead us into another place. All right. It also, the dot on your shoulder represent kingship. It represents kingship and something for someone to follow. You know what I mean? These are ancient marks on our body, if y'all don't know. But when the dot was on your shoulder, you know what I mean? When the dot was on your shoulder, it would represent the bird on your shoulder as being a messenger of God. So if you got 3 dots on your shoulder, that's literally like you are the messenger of God, but you are to lead us in a certain direction. You have to lead us in the path in a certain direction in your leadership. All right. You got dots on your toes, on your foot. You're supposed to lead us in a certain direction. All right. This is the necklace. The necklace are birthmarks. They're literally birthmarks, but it was considered to be the black hand Me.We. All right. So I can go into that. Like I said, it was just a way to articulate God's message, a way to show that God can articulate his message. You know, I talk about 131. A lot of people don't look at the moles on my face. They don't look at the moles on my head. I got a mole right there, 1, 2, and I got 3 moles right here, which is 131. I got 3 moles. This 1, look at this, 1, 2, and 3. And then I got 2 moles right there. So yeah, God has placed markers on your body in order to bring you back home. And as you move throughout the mainframe, you'll begin to learn who you are. You'll be able to find who you are. Like, do you ever sit back and look at yourself naked? Like this, look at yourself naked and just trying to find yourself, who and what you are. You know what I'm saying? Just look at yourself naked. There ain't no shame in your game. Just look at yourself, man. You know, and you'll find out you speak the truth, because my granny told me this as a child. Well, your grandma wasn't lying. She was tapping into the black hand Me.We, which is the necklace, the number 15 of the Messiah Codex. She was tapping into that. All right. So, yeah. So I bust that down. I talked about Moses, how when he stuck his hand and became leprous, it wasn't the fact that it became leprous, because it's the black hand Me.We. I'll mess your head up real bad, because if you look at your phone, when you hold your phone, let me remove the phone. If you hold your phone like this, right, and you just chilling and you remove your phone, you got the black hand Me.We. Like, damn, this is secure. My phone is secure in my hand like this. You damn right, because it's the black hand Me.We. All right. So don't think that see, all time folds into each other as oneness and into a period of now. You know what I'm saying? Into a period of now. That's what all time folds into. So when you hold in your hand like this, you definitely holding up the black hand Me.We. You holding up the black hand Me.We every time you hold your cell phone in your freaking hand. Every time, and you hold it in one hand and you start scrolling like this. You start going through the scrolls, you in touch with the black hand Me.We, because I didn't even switch positions of my hand. I didn't. I just took the phone out. All right. I took the phone out. Okay. So yeah, it was the black hand Me.We. That's what God was bringing Moses into, or bringing the people into, in reference to that. If you don't believe in Moses, I don't believe in that shit neither. But it's a symbolic, allegorical story for us to tap into the future or the present moment. All right, because 15, as in being the black hand Me.We, is a neutral number. It's a neutral number. It represents past, present, and future. Past, present, and future, all wrapped up into one. So yeah, when he pulled that out, he pulled out the cell phone like, damn, radiation. And his hand became leprous. And y'all said, man, that proves that Moses was black. No, that doesn't even prove Moses even freaking existed, because people still arguing the fact if Moses was Thutmose of ancient Egypt, Thutmose III, and different other people of ancient Egypt. They still trying to figure that out. I'm telling you, none of that shit is real. The Bible is fake. All that shit is fake. The Quran is fake. All that shit is fake. But we are the realest story they ever wrote. All right? Because we bring these things to life as we read them. We bring them to life as we yeah, look, we bring these things to life as we reanimate those things by reading them and adjusting the principles in our life. So yeah, all that shit is fake, but we the realest story they ever wrote. All right? Because we proven to exist. All that other shit, y'all have to debate about it. And damn, when Moses came, how many years ago? These niggas is still arguing about that shit. I said, man, they wonder why I got out of the argument with that. I don't debate is Islam like this different things about Islam and Christianity, and I don't debate none of that shit. Thank you, brother Taro. I don't debate none of that shit because I know all that shit is fake. But I know we are the realest story they ever wrote. Period. I can prove you exist. You know what I'm saying? I can prove Akshita Vita and Brother Taro, John Shaw exists, and Cod Nafir, Messiah Code Prime exists. You feel me? Sister Jasmine and Sister Angela and everybody else, Sister Lachey and everybody else that's a part of our movement, you know what I mean, that I can't name. 830 Neutral Prime Supreme, everybody, man, that's a part of our movement, man, that's making this shit happen. I can prove that y'all exist. All that other shit is debatable. All that other stuff is debatable. All right. So you say, at least you just say you done your homework on all subjects. Yeah, you're right. I did a lot of homework because I was looking for God. 122 Prime, I love her. 1222 Prime. She got the same birthday as my son Sia. God bless her. But yeah, it's all debatable. Ain't nothing debatable the fact that you exist. You can't debate that. Because if I start poking your ass, you're gonna say, ouch. Yeah, that means you exist. You know what I'm saying? That means you exist. I start poking you. Ooh. Yeah, getting on your nerves. That means you exist. All right? That's not debatable. All right? So, yeah, thank you. Thank you. I found you too, Akshita. You are my God. You are my God that I worship. Facts. That's what you are to me. I see my gods right here. I worship my God right here. All my gods, I'm worshiping. Say, oh, you polytheist. No, I'm not. I'm actually monotheist, if you want to be real about it. Monotheos. And because we all operate on oneness. So miss me with that. So yeah, so I discussed that, right? So that was the number 15 because I know people are concerned with the Gregorian calendar and us being in the 15th so-called day. This ain't the 15th. Today is 9/8/15. All right, we in the 9th square. We in the 8th triangle, and we in the 15th circle. Okay, let me bust that down real quick. So if you look in the description column, I put an IOU ass in there. I put an IOU for you people in there because I feel as though I owe you something. I got a duty to perform. I owe your ass. That's why I'm on here every day. You say, LaMail, like, I'm on here because I feel as though I owe you. All right. So the IOU, if you look into the description column, push the X from the chat and go into the description column, push the triangle down. You'll see that the IOU is very simple. This is innerstanding, overstanding, and understanding. That's what I feel as though I owe y'all. I owe y'all some degree of comprehension where we can be on one accord. So I said, I owe you. So with my IOU, let's not get the game messed up. Let's really not get the game messed up because I put the meaning of innerstanding. I don't know if they ever did that for y'all. People would say it all the time. They'd be like, I understand you. But their asses never gave you a meaning of it. Whoever gave us that was fly too. It really stemmed from Dr. York. Y'all niggas know that. When Dr. York brought y'all and said overstanding, everybody starts saying overstanding, and then they switched that shit up and said innerstanding, acting like they was doing something better from Dr. York. But Dr. York brought y'all asses from saying understanding to overstanding. And let me give credit to where credit's due. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. He brought the people into that. He brought the people into saying overstanding. So everybody saying overstanding Give props to Dr. York. Facts. Give props to Dr. York. Whether you don't like the man, you don't follow the man, or whatever. He the one that brought y'all into that word, overstanding. Niggas wouldn't even know of that word if he never said it. All right. And then after that, they invented a word after that called, well, fuck it. When they say overstanding, let's say innerstanding. All right. But they never gave you a meaning for it. They just start saying it as a lingo. Like, yeah, I understand. Nigga, no, you don't understand because you never even understood first. How the fuck can you understand or understand and you never even understood something first? You got to understand something before you can overstand and understand it. So don't give me that shit. Let me do the Dougie. Miss me with that. Miss the hell out of me with that. Talking about you understand. You don't understand me. You really don't, and you really don't understand me. But we're going to get the understanding, the overstanding, and the understanding of all things because I owe you. I owe you. So I'm going to go over this, and it's been in the comment section for the last couple of days, the description column for the last 1131, 131 in the building. You already know. Thank you, Queen. So that's another word that we took back to, queen, because they said queen means whore. I'll bust y'all ass. Y'all tell me queen means whore ever again. I don't give a fuck if you go back to the Anglo-Saxon and say, well, queen means whore. Because, yeah, but we ain't taking that shit. We taking that shit. We taking it all back. What are you talking about? Where two or more gathered, there would I be. So we literally making our own Pictionary. All right? Yeah, a picture that says 1,000 words. So miss the hell out of me. That's why niggas get on my nerve. That's why all this empress stuff. When y'all see people say empress all the time, it came from niggas saying that queen means whore. So niggas said, well, I'm not going to say empress. I'm not going to say queen to females no more. I'm going to say empress. That's where all that lingo came from. Y'all wonder where it came from. It came from the fact that people were saying queen means whore. So people said, well, fuck it. We're going to just call our women empresses. All right. Thank you, Akshita Vita. So that's what people start doing. Start calling women empresses instead of calling them queens. All right. But we taking that freaking word back. And queen is definitely in the codex. All right. Real talk. So where two or more gathered, there will I be. So like I said, we can create our own dictionary. We don't need nobody for their shit. Just back me up, y'all, when I need it. Just back me up when I need it. Because where two or more gathered, there would I be. All right. Which is the Most High God. All right. Which is the network of the Most High God. So understanding is I'm good with queen. I already know we good. We all good with queen. Fuck them. Fuck them. Let anybody say something. Sick your brother Lamel on them. Sick your brother Lamel on him. Let anybody say something about the queen. Sick your brother Lamel on him. I will do a fucking 2-hour live feed on their asses. I would literally do a 2-hour live feed and go hard on their asses. They disrespect the queen. All right. I don't care who it is. Whatever they want. So anyhow, understanding would be the conviction within, knowing all aspects. Let me start from understanding first. I'm gonna start from the bottom, understanding, because understanding is at the bottom of the IOU. All right. So we're gonna start from the bottom to the top. All right. Real talk. So understanding is so below the comprehension of a subject matter. Just the comprehension of it. You just comprehending what I'm saying. You're able to just like kind of figure out the words a little bit in comprehension. That doesn't mean overstanding or understanding. So understanding is as below. All right. So below. That's why it's understanding. So below. You know what I mean? Real talk. So now we go up to overstanding. We moving up. All right. And this is in the description column. Overstanding as above, the completion of information study. The completion. That's the overstanding. The circle, the overstanding. Yeah. The completion of information study and the implementation within the realm of its necessity. So you say, wow, that's different than understanding. Because niggas understand some shit. That doesn't mean they going to do it. Like, let's say y'all understand that it's wrong to do certain shit, but your ass do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, that doesn't, like, for real. So understanding and overstanding is two different things. Okay, so overstanding is the completion of information study and then the implementation within the realm of this necessity. Yeah, Lamel wrote that. Okay, Lamel wrote that. So if anybody hating this, whatever, it is what it is. But you can't find that in a dictionary. You won't find it. You know, let me go Google what Lamel said. I am the Google. I'm the 1,000 or the million zeros after the one. I'm the million zeros after the one. I am the Google. All right? Facts. So it says this. We're going to go to Innerstanding. Okay? It's the conviction. The conviction. That's when you convict it within yourself. You all right. You all right. It doesn't no matter what. The world can be going all and blowing all up. You still convicted within yourself because you good. Right? I'm good. Somebody try to sell you a false dream, assault, whatever. I'm good. I got innerstanding. I'm standing within. My stance is within, which is firm. All right? So, you see, innerstanding is the conviction within, knowing all aspects of information, just like overstanding. It's almost the same thing. It says, knowing all aspects of information of a particular subject, confident, right, and exact, even when others are wrong. Now, I'm going to tell you, real talk, that right there is like a gray area because you say, man, how do I know when I'm right and others are wrong? Well, let me tell you something. It says, say not the kingdom of heaven is here nor there, but that kingdom is within you. A lot, and this doesn't apply to whatever, but you know what's right and wrong. You truly know in your heart what's right and wrong. And if you don't, you need to get around a group of people that can circumvent your actions. And it, for real, because that's how, as gods or as primes, and we living amongst each other, we know what's right and wrong. We know what's disrespectful. We know what's inappropriate. We know what's not, we just know these things. Okay? We know these things. So, yeah. It is the conviction within, knowing all aspects of information of a particular subject, confident. It's hard to be confident, y'all, especially when you an island in the ocean. It's hard to be confident sometimes, real talk. So right and exact, even when others are wrong. All right, so I'm gonna move on to Matur, right? Now, y'all say, Lamel, it's kind of strange you in the kitchen right now, you chilling, and you came late today, and whatever, and da-da, and this is not a usual, and yeah, cool. But that is the spirit of Matur. Matur is a disruptive power, man. But it's all about the juggle. It's all about whistling while you work, okay? This is what it's all. That's why I took y'all in the kitchen. I cooked dinner for my family, for my sons. I'm up here juggling with my sons, telling them to make sure they cleaned up and make sure all this stuff is right and exact. All right. It's just knowing how to juggle and whistle while you work. See, now, if you too focus on Matur like that, which is the number 8, and focus on the disruption, you'll let it happen in your life. So that's what really happened to us today. The energy of today was disruption. Certain things that you planned on happening today, it really didn't happen the way you wanted. It really didn't. But you still tarrying to or moving towards oneness, which is God. That's what you're moving towards. So that's why Matur is very important in understanding the energies of Matur. All right, which is the number 8, the spiritual application of it. So this is also called rain. All right, and it's good that we on the 8th day or the 8th triangle because because we miss the 8th square. We didn't really get to talk about the 8th square. We was in the 8th month, which was disruption. We came out of that into the new year. All right. So yeah, y'all funny in the comment section. Y'all so funny. I love y'all, man. Keep on filling it up. Y'all can do what y'all do, man. Don't mind me. I'm only going to read the stuff that deals. If y'all conversating, that's cool what y'all doing in the comment section. I love y'all. But in verse 1, it says this. It says, change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this symbol. Now, y'all wonder what Matur looks like. It looks like this. That's what it looks like. It looks just like this. Okay? That's what Matur looks like. It's a vector. It literally looks like a vector prime. All right? which it is. It's not, it's a neutral prime, but vectors go back to the neutral. Their vectors' job is to bring it back to the neutral prime. That's why vectors and neutrals are like this. All right. So, all right. So it says change, freedom, intervention, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this symbol. All right. This verse 2. It says this symbol indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification with material reality and to experience the world of the first mind. Yeah, the first mind, the essential thing that you have. Remember when I told y'all, I said, yesterday, I said, man, people say Lamel's just trying to get rich. And then I told y'all I'm already rich. The main reason why I said I'm already rich, because I didn't had a lot of money before. All right. I didn't had everything taken away from me. I didn't had nothing before. And at the end of the day, even when I had money, it didn't make me happy. And when I didn't have money, it really didn't make me happy neither, until I found one thing, which was God, which was my riches. That was my riches. And the love for God, it became my riches. You know what I'm saying? I have been making that heart, that hand symbol like that. No idea. That's what's up. But it's my love of God that made me rich, Miss Akshita. That's what made me rich, man. I'm gonna tell you, in one way I learned this when I was in the South, in Louisiana. When I was in Louisiana, I got locked the freak up, and I got beat up. You say, Lamel, you a kung fu dude. Why the hell you got beat up? Because shit, if I would have fought and beat them people up, I would have got another charge. But damn right, they fucked me up in Louisiana. They beat the shit out of me, them redneck cops, when they realized that I was taking properties. I had 4 properties. People talk about private solutions. I went and took 4 properties out of Hurricane Katrina. I had set off debt obligations of people in Louisiana, 4 properties, and I had got 4 properties. And when these rednecks saw I was doing that, they figured out a way to set my ass up and got me locked up in Louisiana for 9 months. All right. And not only that, do you know what they did? They whipped my ass and they sat me in a freaking cell for 12 days. They sat me in a cell, a padded cell for 12 days, like a solitary confinement cell for 12 days. They sat me in that cell. All right. And I realized one thing. I only had God. They slapped me in there butt ass naked, y'all. They put me in there butt ass naked. I'm like, what did I fucking do? I asked them, what the fuck did I do? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Y'all wonder what happened, man. In Louisiana, them rednecks beat the shit out of me, man. All right. For me wanting to get property. And the only thing I wanted to do was free my people. I got 4 properties. When they got whiff of that, I was going to get this one property, y'all. Freaking man, that shit had like at least 25 acres on it. It had 25 acres. And what happened after Hurricane Katrina, a lot of them properties got damaged from Hurricane Katrina, and they put a lot of people in debt, whereas though they couldn't pay the taxes and repair their property, and then FEMA wasn't looking out for them. So the tax built up, and what happened was it was a bunch of rednecks that saw, disenfranchised, melanated people, and they started taking their properties. So I said, man, what the fuck? If they taking their properties, I'm going to go in Louisiana and take their properties also myself and give it back to the people. That's what I did as a testimony in my life. And when I got 4 properties, utilizing nothing but private solutions, you know what they did to my ass? They said, they caught whiff of Pastor Lamar Jackson. That's who I was known in Louisiana. They got whiff of Pastor Lamar Jackson doing some real righteous stuff, and they whipped my ass. And they got my ass locked up. Real talk. And they whipped my ass. But they put me in a padded cell for 12 days. And I didn't have shit. I didn't have no clothing. They gave me food. It was a whole, I fucked their heads up though. I really messed their heads up. I'm going to tell you how they let me out of that cell. They wasn't going to let me out of that cell. I couldn't even call my people to tell my people I was locked the fuck up. Real talk. I couldn't call nobody to tell nobody I was locked up. They had me in that cell. So this is how I got out of this fucking cell. I realized that they had to feed me. I was in there for 12 fucking days, man. 12 days. Real talk. And no clothes, no nothing. They had a little hole in the floor to take a shit. I said, what? This isn't humane. And I said, man, Damn, y'all ain't even giving me no toilet paper to wipe my ass and take a shit. I said, man, this is crazy. So I said, oh, but y'all stinking niggas keep on feeding me. I got you. So every time they fed me in trays. So I said, all right, cool. So what I did was I said, y'all niggas gonna get me out of here. So I took a shit in the tray. I shit in the tray and gave it back to them, because when they have to come and take the tray out. They have to come and get the tray. They can't leave me with a whole bunch of trash in there. So that was their duty. So guess what I did? I kept on shitting in the fucking tray every time they gave it to me. I said, I'm not shitting in that hole. I shit in the tray and gave it back to their ass and take that. They said, man, they got tired of cleaning up my shit. They really got tired of cleaning up my shit. And they took me out of there and they brought me in population. You know what I mean? That's one way. And then I finally got to talk to my people. That's how I got up out of that fucking cell. They forgot about my ass. They literally forgot about my ass. It was days that they didn't even feed me. For real. If y'all want to know what your brother Lamel went through trying to get properties for us, I really wanted to get a property for the Messiah Code movement at one point in time, where I can tell people to come fuck home. All right? And I wanted to do that in Louisiana. All right? I just want to explain a little small story about how I became rich. That's one way I became rich, because I didn't have nothing. They locked me in something where I couldn't even see fucking light. I couldn't even see what time it was. It literally drove my mind nuts in one way for 2 or 3 days. It drove my mind nuts. I said, man, what? I was so mad and so upset and so hurt. It just drove me nuts at one point. I was like, man, I was crying at all types of shit, man. I said, man, why am I going through this stuff, God? Until I found God. Until I found God again in that place, which was a very dark place. Very dark place. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And that's how I learned I was rich, because I didn't have nothing. And the only thing I did was have God. And I started going hard in there. I started going hard in that cell. I started doing martial arts like crazy. I started doing everything. They said, man, this dude is fucking amazing. They will watch me for hours. They said, look, the guards will watch me for hours and watch me practice martial arts for hours. Like, oh my God, this dude, man. They were so scared of me when they came in the cell. They was like, yo, they knew what I knew after I would start practicing shit. They were like, oh, yeah. But that's a whole nother story. But that's how I found I was rich, when I got everything taken away from me. All I had was God. All right. Okay. So if you look into Matur, which is the 7th verse, where I'm at the description column. Y'all probably read this if y'all was chilling with me, right? Let's go into verse 3. It says elemental disruption, events totally beyond your control. This symbol only has one position, and yet it always operates from its reversal. So this is what Matur looks like. It looks like that, but it also looks like the number 8. Okay, y'all can just visualize it as 8. So it operates from its reversal. It has no, if you put it, thank you. Do you have abs? Yeah, I got some abs. I got a V out of this world. What are you talking about? Don't let me show my V. I got a super V. You know what I'm saying? I don't spend $20 on Planet Fitness a month for nothing now. But verse 4, it says, when you go through this symbol, which is the number 8, this is the number 8 triangle. Remember, today is 9/8/15. Okay. So you trying to get me to show my sexy on here? I'm being respectable. All right. So anyhow, it says this, right? Perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your senses, the feeling as though you were emerging from a long sleep. That's what this day represents. All right. This set of power can rip away the fabric, what you previously knew as reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationship or beliefs. That's what this was. That's what Matur, the energy of Matur is. It's late night. We done. It says, I ain't no shy in my game neither, so I ain't gonna go there with you. But it says, look, be aware, however, that what operates here is ultimately an outside force, not a situation where you are where I said not a situation where you are at mercy of externals. All right. So it says your own nature is creating what's happening. Listen, this is Matur, which is the 8th principle today. It says your own nature is creating what's happening. You are not without power. You are not without power in this situation. The inner strength you have restored, the inner strength you have stored until now in your life is your support and guide at a time when everything you've taken for granted is being challenged. And that is Matur. That is Matur. All right. So receiving this symbol puts you on notice. You may sustain a loss or damage. A tree may fall on your home. A relationship may fail. Plans may go wrong. A source of supply may dry up, but do not be dismayed. You are forewarned, therefore encouraged to understand and accept what occurs as necessary for your growth. All right. So I always tell you, you got a plan, but God is the best of all planners. God is the best of all planners. All right. So Matur is a way to tap into the know and to know that you got a plan, but God is the best of all planners. Okay. And through that disruption and the challenges, this is what makes you who you are as a being. Okay. Makes you has sustenance. You know what I mean? If you ain't never been through nothing, you don't got no damn sustenance. If y'all niggas coming to me and y'all never been through a challenge in life, well, go back into the journey or the gauntlet of life and come back to me and take your ass through something. Because if you never been through nothing, it ain't worth me talking to you. All right. That builds character and sustenance to who you are. So I told you about when you at your lowest point, you at your highest point, which builds sustenance and character. All right. But you have to go through something to build yourself to be something. Okay. So now we'll move forward and yeah. So verse number 11, it says this in the codex, in the description column, it says Matur 8. It says the cycle can be taken to mean extreme breaking off. Listen, extreme breaking off, and best describes the action of this symbol at its most forceful point. The cosmos and your own soul are demanding that you indeed grow. That you indeed grow. That is the energy of today. Apply it to your life from verses 1 through 11. Apply it. That is the triangle. That is the energy of the triangle today. Now, I'm going to talk about the energy of the circle, which I've been talking about. Matur, the symbol they use in a Masonic symbol. You right. As the compass in the square. You right. As a compass in the square, Matur. It's rain. The compass in the square, the same thing. All right. But this is the way that we grow through the compass in the square, because in a sense, the compass in the square, it helps you square off your actions and write your deeds and circumvent what you should do and what you shouldn't do. That's what the compass in the square for in sacred geometry. That's what it was for. All right. No Masonic symbol in here. That's an ancient symbol. They stole that shit or borrowed the technology. You know, that's not original. They got that symbol from a previous technology before they actually came up with the so-called Masons. All right. So now if you go into the 12th verse, and we'll start to the 15th circle, which is the necklace, which is called the Black Hand Me.We. That is the Black Hand Me.We. That is the network of radiation. The Black Hand Me.We is the network of radiation. Literally, it's the network of shit that you can't see, of the cosmos, like cosmic rays. You know what I mean? Like gamma rays and just different cosmic rays of the universe that you literally can't see, but you can tap into from the Black Hand Me.We. You can tap into it from the Black Hand Me.We. All right? Sticking your hand into your bosom and it becomes leprous. All right? So and I'm operating from the Black Hand Me.We right now. That's what people got to get. I'm operating from the Black Hand Me.We. Let me put it in there. Boom. Operating from the Black Hand Me.We right now. So operating from the Black Hand Me.We, verse 12, it tells you this. It's called the necklace. Number 15 in the Messiah code, we call the necklace. Now, y'all can attribute that to any ancient word that you want, but this is the basic word that I can utilize that'll help y'all get it. It's the word necklace. All right. But it's also considered to be the Black Hand Me.We, which I'm holding up right now using my phone. So it says the necklace, also known as the Black-handed Me.We, the network of human robotics, as a talisman of differentiation. It's hard for me to say that word. Differentiate. Y'all know what it is, though. It separated the kings and queens from what was considered to be the common. When you had a necklace on, a shiny necklace, you had a shiny necklace, it actually separated you from the normal people. They say, man, how the hell did this person get a necklace? Okay, who forged that necklace for them? Well, God so happened to forge this necklace for me. Okay, which is right here. That's the necklace God forged for me. All right, that's adorned on my throat. All right, so it says this on verse 13. This was used as a means to secure historical spiritual knowledge of our ancestors. The necklace gave the priest or the king the power to tap into those that were before and after them, tapping into the cycles of time itself. So, you already know what it's in for. So look at this. So I didn't describe a destiny about the necklace because I told y'all that the necklace, the destiny of the necklace is neutral. It has a neutral charge. Not the fact that it's a neutral prime, because neutral primes are divisible by 2. All right. Not the fact that it was a neutral prime. And then 30, which my brother 830, who is a neutral prime supreme, he's a neutral prime supreme. Wow, it's divisible by 2 and 2 and 15. Yeah, that's why he's a neutral prime supreme. All right. But like I was saying, it separated you from the common folk, you having a necklace. Okay. And it was a means to tap into the cycles of time itself. All right. Number 14. All right. The 15 comes after Dafu, which is the 14, the Me.We. That's the regular Me.We. That's the regular hand. That's the human handed Me.We. Not you black or white because it looks light skin or yellow on the joint. It just represents the humane Me.We or the human Me.We. Or you can say that the yellow Me.We represents the leper's hand. You can say that. Either or, you can use them interchangeable. When you throw up the yellow hand Me.We, you can say that represents the leper's hand of Moses. And you can say that that's the black hand Me.We. When y'all see the yellow hand Me.We, y'all can literally say that that's the black hand Me.We, considering the fact that when Moses brought it out, it became leprous, all right, which it radiated. It had radiation on it, all right? So on verse 14, let me explain this. It said the number 15 comes after Dafu or the Me.We and represented the grid network considered to be supernatural. All right. The Messiah code in the Messiah Codex, its program adds up to 361 degrees, but its numerical designation adds to 6. 15 equals 6, which is a vector prime. I told you vectors always, their job is to bring it back to the neutral. To bring it back to the neutral, bring the balance of the universe. All right. And represented the gift, God's gift and God's curse. That's what it is. God's gift and God's curse. All right. And I bust that down. All right. Earlier. All right. Verse 16 of the Codex for today. And shout out to y'all, man, that's in here right now. Y'all definitely getting this work right now. Look, it says, this is the energy of today. This is the energy what's going on. Not only that is Faruh, Matur is also the necklace. All right. So it says the sacred spiritual knowledge of the necklace goes back at least 1,000 years for what I know. All right. And beyond. The large symbols that hang from the necklace tell a story of humanity. Of course, because in Al-Islam, like I told you, God is an action. In Al-Islam, those 99 beads represented the 99 actions of God. Okay. So no matter the culture, It was the way to tap into the network of our ancestors. Okay, verse 17. This is symbolic of the union between. This is symbolic of the union. This is symbolic of the union between the people from the stars and the people of the planet. Go check that out. You would say, damn, go check out to the Zulu culture, all right, and wonder what is the whole mystery behind a necklace. But if you go into the Zulu culture of South Africa, they will give you a better analysis than what I'm giving y'all, to be honest, because I can tell y'all about the black hand Me.We, but when I'm telling y'all in reference to the necklace, far as in ancient times, the Zulu actually held the title for that. That was their duty, because the Zulu means star people, all right? Children of the stars, if y'all don't know that. They mean star people, children of the stars, okay? The cosmic children. So, yeah. We are Zulu in a sense. We are Zulu. So if I call y'all my Zulu family, y'all know y'all cosmic children. That's what it means. Go look it up. Star people. Okay. So yeah, significantly gold was used before it was stolen in 1933. Yeah, the Black Star children. Facts. All right. So the melanite, because male means blackness. Male means blackness. Doesn't matter if you Caucasian or what. I know your ass got a little bit of melanin in you. So it's only one race, to be honest. It's only one race. Miss me with that. Miss me is, oh man, what albinos and man, shit. Everybody got blood running through their veins. All right. Now, if you don't got blood, I wonder what your ass got running through your veins. All right. So significantly, gold was used before it was stolen in 1933 and replaced with copper. This mirrors the ancient Comedian story about the golden phallus as the key, Thawala or Thawala, Osiris, which is symbolized by the obelisk going around it, created the necklace. All right. And then I brought y'all to Ezekiel 16:11, which is 616 square. And I also, it says, Ezekiel 16:11, it says, I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands and a chain upon thy neck. And also Revelation chapter 20, verse 1, it says, and I saw an angel coming down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and with a great chain in his hand. I really needed that because I believe that actually I have been contacted more than once, clairvoyantly, straight up. I believe you have, bro. How dark you are, brother 913, I believe you have on many occasions. I believe God and the force that you believe in has brought you here for a reason. So, you know, in Revelation chapter 20, verse 1, all right, 3 sevens, 20 verse 1, which is 3 sevens, all 3 in 1, because 21 is 3 times 7, which is actually 131, because 3 sevens, don't look at 3 sevens like, I see 3 sevens. No, all 3 are 1. So you just look at 1 7, which is in the middle. All right. But yeah. So in Revelation chapter 20, verse 1, it talks about how this angel that came from the bottomless pit, which is the mainframe. You know, one thing I need y'all to know about this bottomless pit, it ain't no such thing as a bottomless pit. It's not. Think about this. If something was bottomless, right? You know, at what point can it be bottomless? You know what I mean? You going up high. It's like, for instance, like this. If I'm falling down, at some point it got to be a high point. So it's no such thing as really a bottomless pit. It's the mainframe. That's just a fucking mistranslation of what what was really talking about. It was the angel that came from the mainframe. It's like this. If we was in Silicon Valley, right, and we had a whole bunch of files stored in Silicon Valley, just the way we are all operating from Silicon Valley right now, it may look like I'm operating from my home, but I'm really operating from Silicon Valley, California. All right, real talk. So yeah, it's the same way that you get information, you go Google it up, and it comes from the bottomless pit, which is where you store information, where it's a bottomless pit. It's not the fact that Like, just imagine if you had a pit that wasn't bottomless. You can't store information. You're like, damn, it's a limit to how much data I can put on this. It ain't no limit on God's word. It ain't no limit on God's his hard drive or her hard drive, the shell, the hard drive of the shell. It's no limit on the hard drive. It's not saying you got this many terabytes. No, God's hard drive is infinite. So that's why it's literally called a bottomless pit, not the fact that it is a bottomless pit at all, because that's a mistranslation. It is actually the mainframe. You're right, no limit. It's no limit at all, Miss Lydia. Whoever, I don't got your name, but it is what it is. I love you. The leader. Yeah, it's no limit at all. It's no limit at all. So the mainframe is the bottomless pit is an actual mistranslation talking about the mainframe consciousness or the computer grid network, okay, of human robotics. All right. Now, I told y'all it's no such thing as religion no more. So miss me. It's only the network. It's only the Me.We. Whether it's the black hand Me.We or it's the white hand Me.We, it's still the network. It ain't no goddamn religion. Miss the hell out of me with that. All right. Religion has literally been abolished with the invention of the computer. Because, if you was non-biased in a situation, which the computer isn't, you can just look up this data and you can find out anything you wanted to know about any religion. You can just go Google it and you can go study it and whatever. So the computer in some sort of way had to be non-biased. It had to be neutral. It had to be neutral, just like the number 15 is neutral, which is the black-handed Me.We. That was the job of the computer. That was literally the job of the computer to take the job to be a medium of exchange for information. Now you decided to gravitate towards that information and romanticize it and all that stuff and be affectionately connected with it and saying, oh man, I believe this. But the computer never believed shit. The computer just collected the data and gave it to you. All right. So it's the same thing. What I need y'all to know that it ain't no goddamn religion. Don't bring me saying, oh, I'm a Muslim. I don't care. I'm a Christian. I don't care. It's just the network. Or I study Egypt. I'm a cometologist. It's just the network, man. You extract the principles that mean something that you can apply in your life. If you can't do that, then it ain't literally worth it. It ain't really worth getting into something that you shouldn't get into. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise now you get into a belief system. Thank you, Mella. Throwing up the black hand Me.We. That's the black hand Me.We right there. The fucking light that blinds you so much is just like, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's just real. It's just real how we bless. It's real how we bless, man. Thank you, Conafir, Messiah Code All-Star. Thank you, brother Old Male, Messiah Code All-Star. I appreciate you taking that title too, Old Male. All right. I appreciate you too, Mella. Mel is an actually good word, man. When it comes to certain things, it actually means blackness in Greek. And Mel is also a nickname for Emmanuel. Go look it up. Mel is actually a nickname for Emmanuel, meaning God is with us. All right. So hopefully y'all got that. So yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for today. I hopefully I slaughtered it. Now, if you look in the comment section, you can follow me anywhere you want on PayPal. Y'all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All right, at your discretion, you can follow me on there. I don't really saying you follow me. We following each other to the kingdom of God. Some of us need to fight and we'll do whatever we got to do. Don't get off yet. I'm going to do my outro on here. All right. But first, I got to do this. I got to turn this shit up. Hold up. Let me do this over. Shout out to all the primes that came in for the build. Boom. Yeah, look, when you do this, no, hold on. Let me say this before I go to this. No. when we finally have our meetings and stuff, when I ask y'all for permission to speak, I want y'all to be like, whoom, like that. When we actually in the joint, when we get our temple and stuff like that, and we building and stuff, when I ask y'all for permission to speak, in y'all reaction, I want y'all to go, boom, stomp the ground, and hit that word at the same time. Boom. All right, because two come as a pair. All right, that's the lightning that strikes your mind. Because remember, God strikes your mind like lightning, and you become the thunder to speak God's word and make everything tremble. And everybody's scared of the thunder more than the lightning. Niggas are scared of the thunder more than the lightning. Like, ching, thunder, boom. Yeah. So that is Quran chapter 13, if you didn't know. Yeah, the thunder, the thought. Everything comes from the thought, the thunder. So let me do this again. I want to do this. Let me give my shout out so easy to do this and have fun. I'm going to have fun on the outro on this. Everybody, you already know what the Me.We's hitting for. I don't got to say nothing about that. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to all the primes. You already know what it's hitting for. Shout out to my 414s that know the 411, bringing it back to the 141. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me is we. Shout out to my 911s making that phone call to Ascension right now. You already know what time it is. Shout out to my 171s. Yeah. We dialing up right now. We literally dialing up. That's a store that stays open all night long, 7-Eleven. Oh, really? Yeah. That's when you on your 7. You're the one that's on the 7. Shout out to my 161s or my 616s that's in the lion's den right now fighting. Shout out to my I didn't give a shout out to my 511s that know the magic. My 151s. I ain't break that down in a while. Shout out to you, because I know you know the real magic of things. Yeah, you literally gotta stomp your feet. You gotta knock the buildings down when you do that. Real talk. We in God's army. You ain't know that? You ain't know we in God's army? Yeah, you getting information right now. You literally getting information. Real talk. So when we come in the building, you want to hear the earth shake. When we come, the Messiah code, when we come to as a gang of stars, when we come to anywhere we come, we shaking the earth with us. The earthquake when we move. Real talk. When we move to the main floor, we making an earthquake like. Real talk. So shout out to everybody that came in the building. Y'all already know I love y'all. Shout out to all the Purple Heart squad that's coming in. My Purple Heart squad that's ready to rock out, ready to get into the fight. Come on. Yeah, we ain't take that red pill, miss me. We ain't take the blue pill, miss me. We took the purple pill, bitch. Oh, real talk. That's our word. That's our word. So when we come in the building, we bring lightning and thunder in the building. They like, yo, you got the neighbors. I know y'all people that's doing The coom sound right now. Y'all got neighbors scared right now. Oh man, somebody call 911. We already called Revelations chapter 9:11. September 11th, Abaddon and Apollyon, making all y'all niggas bitter and sick and jealous that we on the come up. Shout out to all the primes, man. You already know I love y'all. All the Purple Heart soldiers that's making it happen. 747, 24/7, 360.